Good morning. We have our breaking news. My name is Maria Camila and I will be the reporter of this case. Today there was another scene of monster. The world is in panic. Today it was Japan's turn in Yonaguni Rings. This is an island and a great tourist center because it is like a submerged city. It is a good place to dive and that are some pictures of this place. But today, a diver saw a mermaid. The man said she was a beautiful woman with a fish tail. He added that he always believed that it is a just mythological story. Hours later, another man claimed that he was talking to a woman and she tried to persuade him to go with her deeper of the sea. However, he saw her tail and she disappeared. Those responsibilities for this apparition are supposed to be a hidden laboratory, but people say that the mermaids are beings of evolution. The island and tourist center was closed hours after the report of the mess, and the authorities apologized, however claim that it is for the good society because they are creatures that are unknown and could later attack. The government report that are offered $1,000 to person who claims to have seen another one. Just as more information is expected about the subject because these creatures can be truly wild.
Now, our journalist Mariana Martinez reports a new specimen that was accidentally developed in the National Laboratory of the city. Now we go with her to tell us what happened, and what is the specimen, and what happened with its inconvenience. Good morning, televiewers. Today, reporting from Overton's great but interesting news about the outcome of different situations will come to the creation of Raven. The lab in charge of this situation has declined to speak on camera, but even so we have obtained their audio statements about what happened. They have said,
"We used to dispose of different chemical compounds of the Overton breeders, or as many know it's the origin of it, and we didn't really believe that something like this could happen. But things have gotten out of hand."
Actually, the lab has told us that they are trying to take care of whole situation, and they have certainly admitted to being embarrassed by their grave mistake. But they are not the only ones who have been affected by this. Someone citizens passing by at the time have witnessed what had come out from under the bridge. These were the statements.
I saw a boy running out the road I was going into, but I don't really pay attention to him. He just shouted and said he's big is very big, and I thought he was playing. However, it wasn't until I walked a few more meters when I heard something through the trees. I turned to look there and I saw a human as hidden behind one. I couldn't believe what I was saying. He was very hairy. His height was about 3 meters and shouted, "Who are you? Who are you?" But he ran away when he noticed me. I had seen him.
And I didn't really get to say it, but I was all very lonely when I was walking along the bridge and I saw this a huge cemetery's footprint, and my husband had told me that they were claiming to have seen a giant man this afternoon, but I was totally skeptical until I come across it. Now, on behalf of all the members of this channel, we say to all citizens who may be panicking about this situation, don't worry, stay calm because the authorities are working right now to resolve.
After all these fighting reports, we end the news with another piece of news that has the police and the public confused. Since the first fight between monsters in the United States took place The most accepted theory so far is that two monsters meet with the physical characteristic of Bigfoot and Nessie. The most worrying thing is about that neighbors or amateur people manage to talk to these two monsters. Surprisingly, they know how to speak English and manage to communicate it perfectly with the citizens, and comment that the fight had occurred because of C, who was the best monster. However, it was very even, and the two monsters were already very injured, so they had decided to continue the fight at another time in which they two were in better situation. Everyone is uncertain that will chaotic event will be repeated again. However, neither the community nor the police want to take measures that cause violence against these two monsters, since they are not directly harming anyone and they are not is knowing how they can respond to these events that could be provoked. The authorities say that it's best to leave things neutral until it's seen directly harming the country. This happens they are not directly harming anyone and they are not is knowing how they can respond to these events that could be provoked. The authorities say that it's best to leave things neutral until it's seen directly harming the country. This has been all for today's news. Thanks for watching until the end. We will keep you informed about all this news. Happy afternoon.